individual sounds used in the preset. Selecting presets in other banks within the current bank set. As with sounds, presets are grouped into sets of 6, called banks. Press one of the 10 bank buttons, 0 through 9, below the display. Its yellow LED will light. Press the soft button directly above or below the name of the preset you wish to play. Selecting presets in other bank sets. As with sounds, banks of presets are organized into larger groupings called bank sets. While holding down the bank set button, press one of the first 5 bank buttons, 0 through 4, to select a new bank set. Alternatively, you can press the bank set button repeatedly to scroll through all the bank sets. Select banks and presets from the new bank set as described above. Editing presets. Entering Edit Presets mode. Select a preset by pressing its soft button. Press the preset's soft button once again. The display will replace the preset's name with Edited. Pressing the soft button for a preset once selects the preset. Pressing it again recalls the last edited preset, in this case, the grand piano, multi-bass, mist stack we were just working with. Note that the last 3 sounds you selected on the TS become the current edit preset. You can examine the sounds and parameters that make up the current edit preset. Press the Presets button. This is showing the 3 sounds you have stacked. Grand piano has a solid underline, indicating it is the primary sound. Multi-bass and mist both have flashing underlines, indicating that they are secondary sounds. Editing presets. A number of parameters can be edited so you can tailor presets to your specific needs. For the most part, each of these parameters are edited in the same way. For example, to change the volume of the grand piano sound, press the Mix Pan button in the Track Parameters section. Press the soft button underneath grand piano. The number is underlined. Use the Data Entry slider and/or the up-down arrow buttons to change the value to 108. You can hear the volume changes as you play the keyboard. Editing the key range of sounds in a preset works a bit differently. Press the Key Zone Velocity button. Press the soft button below the grand piano sound. The low key, A0, for this sound will be selected. Play the note C4, middle C. This will set C4 as the low key for this sound. Be sure not to play the note more than once, or you'll change the setting for the high key as well. If you inadvertently change the high note, which should be set to C8, press the soft button twice to select, underline, the high note parameter, and move the Data Entry slider all the way up to reset the high note to C8. Press the soft button below the mist sound. Set its low key to C4 in the same way. Press the soft button below the multi-bass sound twice. The first press selects the low key. The second press selects the high key. Play the note B3 to set the high key for the bass sound to B3. You have just defined key ranges for each sound within the preset. When you play the keyboard, multi-bass stops at B3, and grand piano is layered with mist in the upper half of the keyboard. Let's also edit the transposition of the grand piano sound. Press the tuning button. Press the soft button below the grand piano sound. The octave parameter will be selected. Press the up arrow button once to set the octave to +1. You have just transposed the grand piano track up 1 octave. At this point, you can play the keyboard and hear the difference. Editing preset effects. The effect used in a newly created preset is a copy of the effect used in the preset's primary sound. The effect, however, can be freely edited without changing the effect in the original sound. Changing the preset effect algorithm. Press the Track Effects button 3 times to move to the Effect Selector page. Press any of the soft buttons in the upper row to select the Effect Equals parameter. Use the Data Entry slider and/or the up-down arrow buttons to scroll through the list of effect algorithms available. You can listen to the different effects algorithms while in this mode by playing the keyboard. When you finished, select effect number 45, Chorus plus Reverb 1, before moving on to the next exercises. Changing effect bus routing. Most of the TS effect algorithms contain multiple effects. In some cases, you may want to have different sounds processed by different effects. You can determine which of the effects in a multi-effect algorithm will affect a particular sound by editing the sound's effect bus routing. Press the Track Effects button 7 times to move to the bus page. Press the soft button underneath the multi-bass sound. Voice is underlined. Use the Data Entry slider and/or the up-down arrow buttons to set the output routing to dry. The bass sound will now be heard without any effect. Press the soft button underneath the grand piano sound. Use the Data Entry controls to set the output routing to FX2. In the current effect, the FX2 bus is routed to the reverb only, bypassing the chorus. This will allow the piano to be heard without chorusing. Adding dynamic effect modulation. Press the Track Effects button 7 times to access the Effects Mod 1 page. Press the soft button above Source, SRC equals, to select it, and use the down arrow button or the Data Entry slider to set it to Veloc. This assigns key velocity as the effect controller this preset will use. Select Dest equals and set it to Decay Time. This sets the reverb decay time as the effect parameter the source, that is key velocity, will modulate. Set Min to 0.20 and max to 2.00. This sets the minimum and maximum values for the reverb decay time, depending on how hard you play the keyboard. You can now control reverb decay from key velocity. Striking the key faster provides longer reverb times, up to 2.00 seconds. However, you should probably designate which of the 3 sounds used in this preset has control of the effect, so that controller conflicts can be avoided. This becomes more important when using dynamic effects in sequences, where you may have a dozen sounds all fighting to control the same effect. Press the Track Effects button 3 times to access the Mods page. Press the soft button beneath the multi-bass sound. Press the down arrow button once to set this to No Control. Press the soft button beneath the mist sound and press the down arrow button to set this to No Control as well. Now only the grand piano sound has control of the reverb decay in this preset. You can verify this by pressing the soft button above the sounds to unstack them, selecting the mist or multi-bass sound, and playing either at a variety of velocities.